I'd like to ask you to take a trip down memory lane and think for a moment. Think about what might have took place in your life that inspired you to want to be in the music industry. Was it hearing for the first time this guy? Or these guys? Or maybe even this guy? Was it hearing or seeing someone that made you want to play an instrument? The guitar? The drums? Or maybe even the piano? If it was this guy, well, that's okay, because it was something that knocked you over and created the fire in your soul to do what you do. Do you remember that time yet? For some, it may be hard to define that moment. For others like me, it's as vivid as if it happened yesterday. It was December 6th, 1977. My aunt took my two cousins and me to what was my first concert experience. The show? Well, it was these guys, and it was amazing. Gene Simmons breathing fire, Ace Frehley shooting sparks from his guitar, Paul Stanley breaking his guitar at the end of the show and then throwing the pieces into the crowd. And Peter Criss, well, he looks like a cat. How cool is that? The smoke, the lights, the fire. At 5 years old, these guys were superheroes. Kiss stirred up something in me that would never be duplicated. My aunt doesn't understand the impact that night had on me, but 38 years later, I still tell her that she is the coolest aunt ever. Ever since then, music has been a necessity to me. The soundtrack to my life is extremely eclectic. However, I believe the music put out today is pretty stagnant. The industry is mass-producing bubblegum, where emotion and intensity has been thrown out the window and replaced with template lyrics, songs, and singers. I couldn't tell you where I was when I first heard Creed, and I don't even know who Maroon 5 is, and Adele, well, that's a laptop, right? But I can tell you exactly where I was when I first heard songs by Pure Prairie League and Boston and Pat Benatar. I was sitting in front of the speakers with my dad spinning vinyl. Not only did this create memories with my dad, but I got turned on to some incredible ear candy, which stoked the fire even more. Music is supposed to give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Just after Thanksgiving of 2015, I ran across an advertisement post on my Facebook newsfeed about the music production program offered at Full Sail University. I jumped in thinking this was a chance to add fuel to the fire that ignited in 1977. This was my chance to give back what was given to me. 2.5 years later, here I am with a Bachelor of Science degree in music production. My only regret is not doing it sooner. Along with 32 months of rigorous training at Full Sail, were 32 months of rigorous part-time jobs, which allowed me to build a ragamuffin recording studio. My acceleration in such courses as recording principles, sequencing technology, musical arrangement, audio engineering technique, and fundamentals of music business has allowed me to put my studio to work much quicker than I imagined. It started out helping a friend's garage band produce a first-rate demo they were pretty proud of. Through word of mouth and networking, it expanded into collaborating with several other local bands. One in particular, who call themselves Knockoff, will start soon recording with a label they just signed with. My little child studio is growing up so fast, and partnered with you, I'm ready to start bigger fires. I have the dedication and enthusiasm to help bring the music industry back to where it once was. Back to where it's about the music and not about the dollar. Full Sail has given me the ammunition to storm the front lines and play a part in lighting the match for others. I would just love the opportunity to work with others that share my drive and spirit and start a fire in this industry. The match that lit my fire couldn't have been the only one in the book. Thank you.